It's time for the movie rating. Tonight's victim is actor Dave Shecter, that is currently doing the film Bar Heist and has also been in Beloved Beast by Jonathan Holbrook on both films. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about Bar Heist, your involvement with it, if you are allowed to say.
Bar Heist was a story I came up with 2 years ago. I brought it to Jonathan to help write the script. He did that, and we started filming last summer and got done with that in August. It is in post now, and hopefully we'll have it finished by the end of the year. Bar Heist is about a career criminal who was played by me. He is being chased by detectives throughout his career, played by Earl Grey, and then it goes from there. It turned out, I think, really great. And we shot all that up in Linden, Washington, at a restaurant there and a convenience store. It turned out great. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. I'm really excited about that film. Number one, everything went great. All the actors, actresses were fantastic. Number two, it was a story that I came up with, which I'm super excited about. It's my first short film, and the locations were fantastic. So I'm really excited to get that out and get it in festivals and things.
Now, several of the actors from Jonathan Holbrook's films, including yourself, involved with this particular film. Was it more of a challenge to make a different appearance between yourself, or do you think adding new actors with the same actors that you've had actually makes you and the rest of the other actors that were on his films more different, or stand out more of a different character compared to his films?
You know, I think it helps the characters play out their parts. I think it helps them get along. I think it helps them act off each other because they sort of know each other, kind of like friends, you know. A lot of times you'll do a scene with a complete stranger and you're not quite sure how it's going to go because you've never acted with this person before. But when you bring the same actors back, or even though you're playing different roles, you kind of know how they are and how they're going to act. So I think it helps.
Well, did Jonathan trust you enough to the point where you might actually be able to make even a full-length sequel to this film if it succeeds enough, and to even have even more control or even more creative flow with the next project, even with that?
Oh, yeah. Jonathan and I pretty much see eye to eye. I brought the story to him, took the script, though, and he added his own parts to it, this and that, and he tweaked it a little bit and such, and I think what he did was fantastic, to the point where he'll let me run with it. A lot of times, let me run the camera and stuff, and a lot of times he'll be acting and I'll be running the camera, and vice versa, and kind of feed off each other.
Now, for someone that is not just an actor, but you also dabble within, of course, the writing process and even doing music videos process, do you think an actor needs that additional creative outlet in order to make a better performance of their characters due to having almost like a multitask mind for this creative outlet?
Everybody has their own outlets, and if acting is your thing, then your thing. But mine happens to be acting / directing / music videos. I really enjoy making music videos. I write songs. I enjoy the process of making a music video, almost more than acting.
Now, do you take between the acting and doing music videos, how does that change you as an artist between the two worlds? Having to transfer from performing a character, having to learn it, having to understand where it's going and how it's formed, having to go to the music video, having to go to a different world and having to almost control the world itself, and then putting the characters in yourself.
I try to go into both worlds, so to speak, the same. I go in as an actor on a film. Naturally, I want to give it my all, emotionally, physically. I do the same thing with the music videos, except I wrote it out, so I kind of know a little bit more what I want. I don't know if I would call it pretty much the same way. I go in, I give them both my all, emotionally and physically. That's what I do. What the directors are looking for, but I go in and I give it my performance. I'll ask, a lot of times, hey, how is that, we're going to redo it or what? Is that what you're looking for? So when it comes to the music videos, since I wrote the song and the music, and I know I laid out how the video is going to go, I know what I want, I can go right in and I can do it that way and do it. And it usually turns out pretty good.
Do you almost use that yourself as an actual influence on yourself to make better roles for your character as well, using music videos of writing and producing them as well?
Not so much. I pretty much act in all my music videos because I know exactly what it is that I want to deliver in that performance. And plus, I'm trying to market myself as a songwriter and not as a musician. I write the song, lyrics, music, and I'm trying to promote that myself as a songwriter. I act in them because I want people to know who I am. I've written a lot of songs, and I've got like 10 music videos out, okay? And some of them believe, if I'm not mistaken, I do have a small part in every one. And I think that's fair because I wrote the song and the music, and I think it's fair that I get a small part in it. Never wanted to give people the impression that I was the artist as far as singing goes and I am the performer, because I'm not. And I've stated that online before. I said I write the music, I write the songs, the lyrics, and I'm promoting myself trying to as a songwriter. I cannot sing. I know that, not a note. And what I'm hoping for is somebody out there, an artist name, preferably a big name, listens to that, like the song, and they want to redo it and put it on their album or something like that. That's my goal.
Because that's the impression that you want people to see and accept.
And putting it out there is, music videos makes a much bigger impression than just the song itself. It's just the way it is. I think by creating music videos, there's a bigger chance of getting that song noticed rather than just the song itself.
As people seeing you as an actor, I mean, the kind of impression, do you still keep the same type of mentality as you mentioned doing music videos and songwriting? Do you think that's pretty much the same thing as when people see you as an actor, seeing these characters that you perform? Do you just see it that way, or do you give them a different impression that this is something completely different than what I do? This is how I want to present myself to you.
Well, I hope as an actor that I'm doing a good job. I mean, I hope that people see my performances and enjoy watching the film and enjoy the performance that I get, because I'm trying to make the movie an enjoyable movie. I'm one of those guys who's like very hard on himself, and a lot of times I don't like watching what I do. I do think I'm getting better, and always looking to improve, and I think by doing films, whether they be SAG features or short films or independent features, it's all practice, it's all improving, it's all getting better, because each one requires something different. We're working with different people, and it all helps me grow as an actor, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Now, do you think an actor needs that incentive to perform a character, or even a performance to be better at that, like in terms of being rewarded for the task that they've done and having to get that kind of a praise, so to speak, in order to be better themselves as an actor or as an artist themselves?
Not on my level. I don't think that the people that I work with at this point are looking for that incentive. They're looking to work, act, because they enjoy it, and they love doing what they do. They're trying to, along with myself, build a relationship with other people. They're trying to build a foundation, trying to get noticed. And like I said, on our level, the incentive is just to meet people and get to know people and build that relationship in the film community. That's incentive for now.
Because motivation is so fragile in its own way, especially as an artist, because sometimes money can be an influence, sometimes appraisal from the audience, appraisal from the artists themselves or other artists and so forth, just to make sure that they still have the ability to do it. And the thing is, having to get that kind of motivation, sometimes it doesn't work out for that specific as a goal, because you're more likely watering down your own art, because if you're relying on these kind of incentives, you're not pushing yourself out there. You're relying on something almost like it's almost if it's a habit. You're relying on this just so you can be better, instead of just being better. How can you be better yourself by pure will?
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of times people will say, "Hey, I saw you in that film. That was a great role you played. You did that very well." Everything that you're working for. I mean, self-confidence, your confidence is just. Sometimes I just walk away with a smile on your face, and you want to jump right into the next film, because those type of compliments are great. Just a thank you for doing what you did. I love that film. You were great. Sometimes that is great. Sometimes that's the best incentive right there. I did a class once with a guy who said, if you're just starting out in this business, do 3 or 4 films and get some experience, and you can do them for free. That's fine. But after that, don't do anything unless you get paid. Wrong. I don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that. I mean, I just think you need to do what you can do. If you get the chance to do it, do it. I'm in it because I like doing it. I like meeting people, and I like the experience, and I like watching myself grow, feeling myself grow. That's what it's all about. And if I was in it for the money, I would have stopped doing it a long time ago, because, you know, my resume is growing. It's pretty good size now, and I really haven't gotten paid for doing anything. So that's not what I'm looking for.
Well, go ahead and plug in anything that we can check out right now.
Well, you can check out my website at daveshecter.com, and then if you go to YouTube and type in my name, all of my music videos are up on YouTube, and feel free to check those out. That would be great.
Well, there you have it, everybody. That is actor Dave Shecter.
Thank you.